Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage. We're gonna do a quick little week in the life of video. You guys seem to like those. We're gonna take you on for whatever happens this week, which I have absolutely no idea. It's Monday, the week. I usually have some goals, but it usually gets backwards by the end of the week. So we have a bunch of stuff we're trying to get done. We're trying to get the Roadster pickup moving along pretty good. Steve's been working on wiring and a bunch of stuff. We're trying to get that ready for the Wheels of Time show, which is in 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks.
About that.
We have a bunch of stuff going. Mike's trying to get some stuff ready for the Gilmore. I know this week we're going to the Relics Riot in basically a week, and he wants to get everything together for the car show and also the swap meet space. Trying to work on the door in Roadster, etc., etc. We'll find some fun along the way as well. So let's get started.
That is design.
Yes. Well engineered. That was perfect engineering right there, right?
Whatever you guys need to tell yourself.
Calculated. Measured that exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't eyeball it all.
Nope.
Don't speak too soon, because it might. This all might backfire. Guess we gotta bend that lip back where the toe board sits too on the firewall.
Yeah, it
just needs an adjustable.
Yeah, it's taken a little damage over the years. Yeah, and the seat box has some needs to get straightened out a bit too. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that doesn't look too good. I mean, at least inside the car, it doesn't look too good. If you can tuck it against that foot, how it comes up.
Yeah, that's what I was looking to do. Get it all the way up top there.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that'd be bad. We'll just run up next to drill a hole in the toe board or whatever, and it can just sneak up past. And
yep.
You just see cloth covered wire, which isn't too bad. All right, guys, so it is, what is today? Tuesday. Tuesday, I can't even get the days right. It's Tuesday, and we're doing a little field trip to Western Pennsylvania to scout out some cars that we've been talking to a family about. They're looking to be getting rid of. So we're gonna be filming a video today, so we're not gonna show you much. We'll show you a little sneak peek. There is a bunch of neat old cars in this building, and we're gonna give you a little sneak peek inside. So we're gonna be filming a bunch of these cars that are in here. If you can spot any that you might know what they are in this very dimly lit building, let us know. Should be super fun. We're gonna go through all these cars, see what kind of engines they have, the condition, etc., etc. But this is a lot of our normal weekly stuff that we don't really show you guys all the time. So today is Tuesday. Drove really far. We're gonna look at a bunch of neat cars and try and get in the truck before it gets extremely hot and humid. It's already getting a little sticky.
So what'd you find back here?
So, let me turn my light on for you.
I got mine too.
It is like a little playhouse for nut chewing creatures. just, oh, is that a dead one up there? Let's see. Is that just stuffing? I don't know. But it is packed full with walnuts and stuffing. Looks like they weren't really pooping back here. This is just like the kitchen area, dining room.
Wait till you see the trunk.
Yeah, the dining room area, I think this was. But got the wood grain steering wheel. Pretty cool Riviera. I mean, this one seems mostly all there. It's just extremely dirty. Like everything in the back, you can see like literally how far this is sunken.
This is all ground. He said this is all groundhogs in here.
Oh, is that what it is? Groundhogs?
Oh, someone was saying that.
What is it?
That was something sounded like a squirrel, to be honest.
Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Apologize, it's a little bouncy. I forgot a proper camera, so here I am with my phone. So it's Wednesday, and yesterday we went and looked at that estate in Western Pennsylvania, where there's we gave a little sneak preview of a bunch of really neat cars. So we'll see what happens with that. You know, a lot of these deals where you see these adventure videos, it takes months or possibly a year to make something happen. So that's what's going on with that. This morning, I got to run out to our favorite little metal yard that we talk about in our videos. It's a local salvage metal yard, so I need to run over there. It's basically like bring your own grinder or sawzall, and you can cut your own pieces if you're getting smaller stuff, and cash and carry right to the front. They weigh it, and it's super cheap, especially with how expensive metal has gotten lately. They haven't raised their prices too much, so it's actually still very, very, even more affordable than it used to be. So I'm going to run there. I got to get a bunch of bar stock, some strap steel. Steve was working on getting the gas tank and the Roadster pickup all bolted down into the bed with a sandwich plate, like a metal sandwich plate, and he ran out of strap steel. So I need to run and grab that, some box tubing, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to go grab some of that stuff, get back to the shop, and hopefully we can get the Roadster pickup like cranking or maybe starting today. That's our big goal for this week. So I'm going to grab this metal and get moving with our day.
In and figure out where it's going to sit. I think it's going to be about flush right there is what I had. So if that's the case.
Starters hot all the time. I bet you we have a bad solenoid anyhow. Hang on a second, let me get the test light.
That I wouldn't be surprised about. I don't know where this came out of like the random boxes crap upstairs, so good chance we have a bad solenoid.
Mm-hmm. Just because that always happens. Yeah, bad solenoid.
Why?
Because I got power at the trigger wire
Without hitting it.
without hitting the button.
So this is what a real Cabriolet looks like.
Now Mike knows what a Cabriolet looks like.
I have things to things to aspire to be.
So this car, Ron was telling us about, he had an old friend that has owned this car for a very long time that passed away. And it changed over the years, as a lot of these cars do, and it had flathead in it with a, and then a hopped up flathead. And eventually I think he said it's a 327 now with this crazy power brake system from like a 50s Ford, late 50s Ford in it. But it's like a, you know, an early hot rod with the Stuart Warner gauges.
Check out the column drop.
Yeah, old moon column drop. But his friend, I think he said, was an engineer. So a lot of the work that's done to it is, you know, very good for its age. It's not a door. It's crazy. It shuts so nice. It has a Lincoln.
Oh yeah.
Has a Lincoln 2-speed rear in it, Columbia rear, which is pretty cool. A lot of times people tell us that, and you look under it, it's not a Lincoln, it's a Ford, but it actually has a Lincoln Columbia rear, which is really, really neat.
Original owner builder's brother,
Okay.
who also is a cool car guy. He's in Linden, New Jersey. He's got a 39 coupe, which he's had since he was,
Wow.
you know, a teenager.
So what's it say? I ran across a quite astounding item. Ordered to go to whatever street and pick up a car. Upon arriving at the letter address of backed the tow truck into the driveway close to the garage and was ready to tow the heap of iron out. But when the old guy owner opened the garage door, I flipped my wig. There standing in front of me was a 2-door 34 Ford convertible with the gas stamp from World War II. Still on the windshield. The car was about as clean as Jerry's Oldsmobile. Oh wow, there's old photos. The car has a brand new convertible top, spare tire in the rear of the cover, rumble seat with no handle. Paint job is good and there are no rust spots or dents. Doors are as solid as new car. Let's see. I felt as though I was robbing the guy when I made a checkout for $8. The only catch is that the owner's son ran the car without oil and blew the engine. I pulled in a 36 Ford with the engine just rebuilt, so I know I have a brand new 34 Ford for about $15. As soon as I can, I'll send you a picture. Meanwhile, I'm sending you a bunch of pictures. That's great.
$8. I paid a little bit more than that.
So this is when he was pulling it out?
I think that's when he dragged it. He had it in a couple different places once
Oh.
he got it.
But that's his car. Wow.
But I know he told us his uncle made him pay the $8 because that's
Beware.
what the uncle paid. you know.
Beware of dog.
Oh, the steering wheel it has.
Oh yeah. It's a,
Got
Mer-
a 46.8.
it's a Mercury.
Yeah.
It's a Mercury wheel in it. That's so cool.
That's just my note.
Right.
But yeah, there's notes on the back of the pictures.
Here's it's showing the new suspension brakes with master cylinder. Wow. That's so cool. Here's the front. When the engine is put in, the body goes down about 2 to 3 inches. Just hold picture so light reflects off of it. You'll see where the bumper will be located.
It's kind of neat to have the history.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God, that makes it so cool.
So when you bought this car,
I just bought it last year.
Yeah, that's great.
My friend passed away a couple of years ago.
Okay. So that was June of 52.
June of 52. I'm sorry, I thought it was 53. I was
No.
born in June of 53,
Yeah,
so it was
okay.
a year before I was
Before
born.
you were
That's
born,
crazy.
you bought this car.
Yeah.
And at that point, so he painted it himself, or
He did everything himself.
wow.
He painted
Yeah,
it.
because I saw it looks like a little bit lighter of a color when he got it.
He know how to do it. He taught himself
Mhm.
how to do it. So at one time, he adapted Jaguar wire wheels to this car.
okay.
And some of these drawings, before Richie would do anything, he would figure it out in his head.
Oh, wow.
So he made, first of all, he made the drawings, which are pretty cool to have, you know.
Oh man.
And then he worked at Stone Co. Lighting when we knew him, and they had a whole machine shop and stuff. So he probably went and knew all the machinist guys.
He drew blueprints
Yeah.
for the guys, the machine.
Yeah, and then so I remember the car when it had beautiful chrome knockoff. This is the style with knockoff
Yeah.
wire wheels. And then it looked like, that's when I used to start saying to him, it needs a dropped axle. It needs a dropped axle.
Yeah, the chrome. Yeah.
And so he takes it back in those days, we were in New Jersey. There were a thing called the QQ plate. Pennsylvania's a little different.
Okay.
And that was something new that Sam Alperti, a guy we knew in my older brother's antique car club, came up with.
Oh, okay.
He went to Trenton and lobbied some politicians, and they came up with a historic plate. It was QQ, historic vehicle. So Richie switched over to the QQ plates. And when Sam saw him at a show with the wire wheels and the V8 Chevy, he ratted him out.
Oh no.
The state police came and made him, the state police came and took the plate from him and the registration. They said, this is not an antique car, this is not what this is for. So he had to go back to the stock wheels. He put the stock wheels. And that's when he painted the valve covers. Those are actually aluminum, like a racing valve covers. He painted those like a flat black, so you couldn't
tell when the hood was on.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Hot rod in disguise.
Sam Alperti he had a one-cylinder Cadillac. And he was known in the antique, and he was instrumental in the developing of the QQ plates.
He was also a narc.
But he was like, no, you can't have, that's not an antique car, that's a hot rod.
That's
Back
so
then,
funny.
hot rod, even in the 60s and early 70s, that was not a good term.
No, that was a dirty word. That's so neat.
But this is a 15, a real 1915.
Wow.
And somebody put a later 26 or 7 engine in it,
Okay.
which is nice because they had a electric starter in it.
Yep.
So I'm taking this out, rebuilding it. And actually somebody modified it, they put a Volkswagen distributor on it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then they put an alternator. Here's the distributor,
That's
oh
funny.
yeah.
a little alternator. So you can hot rod Model T engines pretty
Right.
good.
Yeah.
It's like that's what the free T started as.
Just
Yeah.
about. I think mine was a 19.
19,
maybe?
yeah.
Okay, this is a 20.
Okay.
This is pretty much somebody did a homemade upholstery and top job, but this is also a pretty much untouched car.
Wow.
I've always
car
wondered where the
came-
fuel tanks were at on these. I didn't realize they were under the front seat.
Yeah, under the front seat. And under the back seat is storage. This door never opened,
Yeah.
except in Canadian cars.
Oh,
okay. I didn't know
interesting.
that.
This car came, the dealer must have sold this guy a bunch of stuff, because these wheels are accessory wheels.
Okay.
They're bolt-on, which they had in 19 and
Yeah.
20. But these are really heavy-duty
Okay.
fellows. That's called a fellow. And then look at that cool, if you look on the axle, it's kind of like a sway bar thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
With the spring on it. Yeah. I see
Spring.
it.
So they did the upsell with a bunch of
Yeah.
accessories.
And
That's
it came with a bumper, a front bumper, which is ugly. So I took that.
Open the throttle up. So it gets all the way down there. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Battery's almost 100% charged,
Yeah.
so let's kill it.
It's right about time, yep. Let it sit for a minute. It's what we did before and it
Yeah.
fired right up.
All the way down.
Yep.
I don't know if it's going to need a choke. I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, last time I don't know if it needed the choke or not. It just happened to start when I grabbed it. I gotta come up with a thing to fill fuel holes, just like a fitting and hose in a
Just fill
little
them up.
funnel.
Yeah, that would help big time.
I gotta do that.
I don't think you need the choke.
No? Okay.
We're leaking fuel all over the place.
Okay.
And this was rocking. That's not tight either.
It is tight.
Oh, this was leaking out of that fitting
All right.
there.
Watch out, Moon!
From driving nails to get on the bus. To
Watch out, Booty!
Yeah, buddy. Watch out. That's probably good there. Turn the needle up.
Yeah, just a hair.
Alright, so it is Thursday, end of the day. I'm kicking everybody out of the shop. We're leaving a little early because Boyertown Museum is having their Cars and Cones, which is only a few blocks away. So we're going to drive an old car over to the museum, or two, and have some ice cream. Let Steve drive the troll coupe. I'm going to drive something, I don't know. Maybe the red 34. Luckily, we're only going 4 blocks down the street. Those tires fixed all the issues. Turn signal's on. Your turn signal's on. There you go. Still got his turn signal on again.
He's not used to it staying on.
Yeah, but I mean, it was literally 2 seconds ago. I do it every now and then too. You're like, crap.
Yeah, he was like, oh, my turn signal's on.
I was going to ask you back up as well. I want to leave this open. So
I will say, much better than the Pagoda City Coupe.
Yeah, it
I can
is.
actually scoot my butt back.
Yeah, this car's better.
I feel so safe. I can see out the windshield.
back up. I'm good.
No one walking off with it.
That's good.
City Coupe.
I have problems.
Better than this.
What's that?
I like the other car better than this one to ride in.
Steve was like, "Oh, there's a traffic light there. I can't even see
I
it."
had no idea there was a traffic light there. I couldn't see it at all.
You gotta like
It
look.
takes a lot of getting used to.
Yeah, yeah. These cars are kind of odd. Good day, right?
Best day of work in a while.
Yep. Best day at work.
We even let Mike out of the warehouse to have some ice cream.
Thanks for telling me. I just randomly showed up.
Yeah. We would have left a note.
No, I would have
Eating ice cream. Be back in a while.
Right, yeah.
I would have drove by in the truck and be like, "Hey, there's a smoke bar."
Dad, what did you have? You have a Challenger?
Yeah, Challenger. That's.
What year was yours?
I had a 70, 71, and a 72. I had 3 of them.
Okay.
That's a Roadrunner.
Yeah, I know.
It's an RT.
That made me think of.
But I had one with the. I had the 72 was a 440 package.
Oh, was it?
With a
Okay.
slapstick in it. It had,
Oh, yeah?
Stick shift was in line. You didn't.
You'd have to
You
move
pull it all
over.
the way back to start, and you just push it forward to go
Oh,
to
no
change
kidding.
gears.
I thought you only had one of them. I didn't know you had a few.
I had 3 of them. I had a gold one, I had a white one, and I had a red one.
You know, Challenger with 440 in it.
Over there.
Oh yeah, I'm selling that out.
I like the it's a light metallic green.
Yeah. With a green top.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is nice, very nice.
But then it's got a, you know, a small block in it with a
Mm-hmm.
probably moves pretty just fine.
Yep.
Give it a bit of gas. There you go. Oh my God, he can drive stick.
Oh, shut up.
He's beating the myth. He can drive stick shift. That's good.
Ooh, almost stalled it.
Almost.
Hey guys, it's Mike. Friday here at the warehouse, of course, and we've been moving a lot of stuff around. So one of the tenants that used to be behind us between our little room and where we're out here in the main area moved down a little further, and we took over their space to give us more room to go through all of our purchases as they come in. So if you watched the last Seattle video where we unloaded the box truck and went through all this stuff, this is the new area that we are now renting. So I'll be able to lay out purchases as they come in with a little bit more extra space and go through them and get them listed right away instead of moving things 2 or 3 times. Now over here, we acquired some more pallet racking. I put that up. These are all of our 2-piece hoods up here and all of our rear fenders for Pontiac and Oldsmobiles that we got in West Virginia, rear deck lids, fender skirts. These are the over fenders that go in the door. They hide the, I think they're called I forget what they're called, but they're like pieces that bolt on the door that continue on the front fender. So I went through with all this with one of our good friends, Jeff Yeagle. He came over and helped me identify some of the rear over fenders and the door pieces. And this is all we have left to identify. All this stuff here on the floor, everything on the back wall is already done. So it's mainly just the things that are sitting on the floor. So I'm gonna take you guys around real quick. If you see anything that's identifiable, send us an email, irontrapgarage@gmail.com. Trying to just get some of this stuff identified and back out in the world to hopefully fix a few cars. The front fenders are identified. I just need to take photos of them. Just haven't been able to get to them. These skirts here are actually left and a right. They're inner fender skirts for something. Stepping all over. Those two are identical, they're the same. So as you can see, I got a little bit of stuff left. For all the stuff that we purchased, I mean, we got a huge chunk of it identified. This is all stuff without part numbers or part numbers that don't come up. So it's just a little bit left and we're through all of our West Virginia stuff. So I am gonna get to work. I have to palletize the 32 frame rails that Matt got in Washington. Someone reached out to buy them, so I gotta palletize them, send them to Colorado, I believe. So I'm gonna take them downstairs, build a pallet, because if I build it up here, it won't fit in the elevator, and that's a kind of a problem. So take them downstairs, get them boxed up and crated up, get them on their way west, and then that'll be about it for me here for the week. Just going through stuff, selling it to you guys. So let's go to the shop and see what Matt's up to.
All right, then come this way.
How are you on your side? Good. Got lots of room over there. Yep. Just against. Alright. Well, you can just put the bungee straps or ratchet strap to hold it up like that. And that'll be good to get up. Okay. Good here. I'm gonna drop again. Yeah. Probably take the boards out.
And you need it because the back will drag.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt. All right.
Good. You're down on the floor.
Making a mess in the new shop. Rusty junk. Good job. That's nice. All right, so pretty productive week. We got the Roadster pickup running and all the lights working, the brakes working. Huge step with this. We tried a seat Mike brought back. It was a 32 seat we had. It's gonna be sitting too high, it's too big, so we're gonna have to make a seat for this car. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that's something we have to do. I'm just starting sneak peek at a video we're gonna be working on his headers for this. So we already started on that this week. And my dad's been working on the hauler. I know a lot of people were asking about that. There was a bad leak that Chase that we bought it from was telling us that the carburetor had, where it was just pouring fuel out onto the intake, and you see those puddles of fuel. So Dad rebuilt it, put a carb kit on it, put it all back together, and it was leaking just as bad or worse. And then we found out that there was a little plate on the bottom that covers the power valve, and it was actually like U-shaped. It was warped over the years from being over tightened, and when he put it back on with just a normal gasket, did not work. So we ended up double gassing it with a little bit of the blue Permatex is for fuel like we use on the Strombergs, sealed up and everything was fine. We messed a little bit with the carb tuning. It still needs a little bit of work. Also, we found that the it wasn't charging, so we went ahead and just put luckily we're dealing with something new enough. Napa had a alternator right in stock, so we threw a brand new alternator on and we put a voltage regulator on while we were at it. So that stuff's all good. So now it charges, which I noticed when I was driving it, it was not charging. Got everything back together, and now the thing starts and runs. Hopefully it'll start. Watch it won't. There you go.
Nice and quiet.
It's
thing's surprisingly quiet and runs pretty smooth. I have the idle turned down, probably just a little too much. It could probably get turned up just a hair, but we want to start driving it now and just figure out, you know, I think the carb still needs some tuning or play with the timing, but we're getting late in the day, so we didn't want to mess with it. But the shop truck, or the hauler, is together. So what we're going to work on in a video here soon is working on getting our ramps made for the back. So I've been looking at some like ramps that they sell for like semi trucks to roll cars in and out, trying to get some ideas for what we can do. So we're gonna work on doing some of that in a video. So we're gonna have a proper video on the truck driving it around here coming really soon, and then we'll have a video on doing the ramps and everything else. So very productive week. Definitely, if you guys are local, the end of this month, end of August, is Wheels of Time show. Really good street rod and hot rod show in our area. It's like 3 days. It's definitely worth coming out for the weekend if you can. Bring your car out, hang out. We're gonna have a booth with a couple of the cars, few of the cars, and some merch, maybe even a little bit of parts. Hopefully we'll see you out there. If not, definitely Carlisle, Hershey, Prague, all that.
Relix Rides this weekend?
Oh yeah, Relix Rides is next weekend, so, or this week, whenever you're watching it. So anyways, bunch going on. Hopefully we see you at one of those events. Definitely come out and say hello and give us a high five. Thanks guys. Catch you later.